How's it going? If you're new to the channel, my name's Sean. I'm a full-time eBay clothing reseller, and I'm a YouTuber and an Amazon influencer aspiring. But let's get straight into the problem of today's video. I have trouble finding inventory, and I found a solution. So the solution I came up with is to create a men's buy-sell trade store. Now, a men's buy-sell trade store, if you guys are unaware, is like Plato's Closet, Uptown Cheapskate. It's whenever you can get inventory from the public, you pay them out cash, and then you sell that for more money. So yeah, the idea of the store is just a buy-sell trade store for men. So if you guys have boyfriends, dads, grandpas, whoever, you got a bunch of extra clothes, you would bring it here to the table. I would pay you out cash for them, and then these shirts are all for sale. 20 bucks. These are your Ralph Lauren's, your Cinch, your Ariat, and your better brands. But yeah, it's pretty good, you know. That's nice. This is a huge opportunity in my town because there's no other men's store like that. We have a bunch of women's consignment stores, but we have 0 stores that cater directly to men. In planning for the opening of this store, the biggest thing I had to come up with was get a space that I could get the public to come into. Now, the best space would be a first floor building, its own door, its own parking lot, all that stuff. Well, it's very expensive to do that. Now, I do pretty well on eBay. You can see some of the videos, some of the sales that I've been doing. I have a part-time employee, so the business is ramping up. But in order to create like a storefront type situation, you're talking like a few $1,000s a month just to get the building and to get the, god dang, dude, just to get the building and then to get all those bills paid before you even make $1 in the store. So I found this area here. This is the big blue building in Wichita Falls. The rent was very fair, and I was able to secure a first floor spot with its own side door access. With having a side door access, I can just turn the open sign on and then I can acquire customers that way. Now, it's very difficult to do this if you've never done it before, which I myself have never done anything like this before, but I have sold a lot of clothes and I know what people will pay for certain brands and styles of clothes. That is one of my advantages. One of the first things I wanted to do for the grand opening of the spot was to do a ribbon cutting. A ribbon cutting is like a ceremonial event, and I think it went pretty well. Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm in front of my new shop, Taylor Exchange Buy Sell Trade. This is a long day coming. You know, I sell on eBay, I do the YouTube thing, but today is the first day we're opening, and the big blue building is where I'm at. Buy Sell Trade Store. We got our ribbon cutting. I got all my family and friends, my beautiful wife, my son Seth, my dad, and my friend Sherry, who helped make this happen. So let's snip this ribbon up and let's open this store. Yeah, we're open. All right, cool, man. From the moment that ribbon was cut, I knew I was ready to rock and roll. So the goal for this night was to get people from the sidewalks inside my doors and tell them what I'm doing so they can get an idea. Like I said, we don't have a store like this in my town, so people were very unaware with the concept and everything. My goal was to bring them in, and this is the one line that I used that worked 100% last night. It went something like this. Hey, how are you doing today? Whenever they responded, they would say, I'm doing well, how about you? As soon as I heard that question, I knew that they showed some interest in me, so I would say, hey, I'm opening my store today. It's the first time I've ever opened. And they say, oh, is it this art stuff that's set up? And I said, no, it's actually inside here. Come around and I'll show you what I have going on. I was able to get people in the door with that little bit of a technique when it comes to conversing with them, just because I was excited about it. They could see the authentic excitement, and I was able to sell a few shirts. Now, I ended up selling 7 shirts. 1 was to my dad and 1 was to my wife's friends. It was her coworker, and her husband bought a shirt. But nonetheless, I consider that still organic because it wasn't like she bought the shirt. He actually like came, you know, and looked through the shirts and stuff like that. So very cool, very happy for everyone that came out. I had a great time. I had plenty of customers coming in and out. I did want to get some people saying like, oh, I'd like to come bring some stuff like tomorrow or like the next day. I didn't have a whole lot of that, but I got the feel for what I'm trying to do in this town and how I'm trying to just get people used to seeing me in that spot and then used to seeing a side door. Now, there's a key element that I did not have, which I'm gonna have soon, and it's gonna be one of those sidewalk like chalk signs, and it's the A-frame. So pretty much gonna say use side door with an arrow, and then I'm gonna set that up with my open sign on, and people are gonna know, hey, there's something going on around there. Another advantage I have is three very large windows, and the windows when they're open you can kind of see, and they're a little tinted, but at night you can see really well. So anytime I'm working during the day, I'm gonna set up in the shop, I'm gonna do my listings, I'm gonna do my photos there, I'm gonna have Randy, my employee, come, and I wish I could do some YouTube videos. In my office there's massive echoes because the ceilings are really high and the sounds are just bouncing all over the place. So don't know if I can really turn that into a studio, but I may turn the office in my house into more like a recording studio for YouTube. All in all though, It was a great opening. I didn't know I'd sell a single shirt. I actually didn't think I was going to. I just thought I could like get people to come, explain the process, explain it, but I learned how to use Square, which it was super easy. If you guys don't know, Square is something you can sign up for. You just link your accounts, your business, and all that information, and they'll send you a free card reader. That's the one that like goes into the phone. They have it for Android or iPhone. That seemed to work great. I tried the touch to pay with the card and it kept loading and it didn't actually finish those transactions. So I got a little nervous about, is the card gonna work with the touch to pay? Is it gonna be like a double or triple charge? But anyway, it canceled out because they never actually went through with the touch to pay. Maybe the Wi-Fi just wasn't good enough. The slide with the mag reader for Square worked 100%, and then the other people just paid cash, which I'll have to figure out the taxes like on those cash deals, which I'll talk to my CPA about because I do not exactly know how to handle that kind of situation. But nonetheless, I think it's gonna be great. I don't have set hours, which is very, you know, it's kind of unprofessional. It's just not great. I have a sign on the door though that says call for appointments, has my phone number. It has a list of some of the brands I'm trying to acquire from the public, you know, your Cinch, Ariat, Ralph Lauren, like your better brands, and then even some lower end brands, depending on size, style, material, those can sell on eBay as well. And you guys can follow the channel, follow all the sales, and you get an idea of like how I'm putting this together and how I'm doing it. But for now, I need to figure out how to get like stronger internet into the location, and I need to be down here. You know, I'm not going to be coming all the time. I'm not going to be here Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights when I probably should, but as much as I can, I'm gonna be down here. I try to make it a point to come at least once a day to do a little bit of work and kind of like just visualize what the plan is for the store. I'm gonna give it a year, and if it works in a year, maybe the next grand opening will be in like a large actual like business retail location. But currently, this is gonna work for now, and I'm really excited about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, reach out in the comments down below or talk to me on Instagram. I love chatting with you guys, and I'm really excited. I think it's great, and reselling's awesome. So I'm gonna try to make a stamp in this town so that people know, hey, this dude's buying the clothes. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Look at you when I do it.
Just do whatever you want. Just like grab it, look at it, like it, bring it to the table.